Leo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for February 29th through the 6th of March 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to this channel, be sure to click the link for more information because the signs are different. All right, so Leo, this week we've got a very important aspect over the weekend. The South Node is going to be conjoining up to Chiron, which is all about diving deep with any energies that we know need to be released. You know, the South Node is the path behind us, but to move towards the path in front of us, which for you is that North Node in your first house. So it's all, this whole new year has been about you shifting into a direction about your self-expression, your creativity, who you are, asserting yourself, pursuing your goals in life, your self-image, etc., which although right now is more in a reflective state because Jupiter is retrograde, it's still this path for the next couple of years, and it's been shifting. So to do that, it's about releasing any unhealthy or old energies relating to transformation for you. You know, the past couple years, it's been about seeing the over or under extremes about transformation, about the truth. You know, because the truth has its place, transformation has its place, but just like anything else, it can be taken to either an over extreme of too much of that. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't require that much of the healing, that much of the deep perspective of life. Or on the under extreme, it could be that, you know, we aren't getting enough of it. So the key with this is to just maybe ask yourself where you can have balance with the 8th house. And the 8th house is essentially about really being open to the truth. And this is the truth of yourself, the truth of life, truth of the different areas of your life, etc. And just through that, naturally, it'll bring that stuff to the surface. Now, the South Node's not a very conscious energy. In fact, it's best to just do the spiritual work. You know, it's receptive, it's feeling it. And with Chiron, just being open to healing, right? And through this is basically nothing new for you because the South Node's already been transiting this part of your chart for the past 2 years. So it's finishing up. In fact, things are going to be shifting into the 7th house for you, which will be about releasing old, unhealthy things about relationships. But here specifically, I think the energy will be about the over-under extremes of that 8th house. All right, so being open to healing about it, being open to, you know, spiritually connecting with it. And this is, again, specifically just over the weekend and going into next week. And that in and of itself will create that foundation which will allow you to move into this new beginning with your life path that much more healthfully. So let's go and look at this as it builds towards the weekend, because that is going to be a very important aspect. But we do have some other things going on. Venus is going to be sextiling up to Saturn Monday and Tuesday, sextiling up to Uranus Wednesday and Thursday. So this has been a Venus in your 6th house. So I think you guys have been maybe lately enjoying the work environment or the routine, the health, the diet, the regiments, or at least can be with Venus here. So that could be quite good this week. And I think anything on the career level could be quite supportive. Maybe the communications are quite supportive this early part of the week. There's been this really strong groundedness with your emotions, which has been Saturn in your 4th house. So continuing to build solid foundations in terms of what's meaningful to you on an emotional level and really establishing your roots in life, whether it's with your home, your family, or what have you, is very, you know, is a big emphasis here with Saturn, but that can come quite easy this week. And with Uranus, mixing things up, trying something new with that routine, right? This is what it's all about, and you can really enjoy that. And with Uranus in the 8th house, this is about freedom with transformation, right? Which is about being the truth, expressing the truth, living the truth. And that can be very liberating this week. So then as we approach the weekend, Mercury is going to be shifting into that 7th house. So I think there has been already a lot of focus on relationships for you lately. But now with Mercury, you can understand it a bit more. Maybe it's more practical. Maybe there's more socializing or more communicative exchanging going on with those one-to-one connections. And maybe a bit less busy with Mercury in the 6th, which has been more about the work and stuff. Now, on the weekend, Mercury is going to be squaring up to that Mars, so I think bringing extra attention to the relationships, bringing extra attention to your communications over the weekend, because you have been very direct, very assertive with your communications or the way you think about things lately, which is great. It's good motivation with that, but here with the square, it's suggesting there's something that needs to be balanced, or there's something that needs to be sort of integrated with this new shift of relationships. So bringing, I think, extra attention to communication through relationships will be very important. And how you can still have that direct approach, yet have that understanding and mutual respect and mutual sort of, you know, to and fro sort of energy with Mercury. Now, also on the weekend, the Sun is going to be squaring up to Saturn. So this is your ruler. So you guys could be feeling a bit like having to really work hard or be patient with your self-expression, maybe be patient with the relationship stuff. So whatever it is, it's obviously dependent on your personal chart. But with Saturn squaring any ruler, especially the sun, because it just shines, it just wants to shine, this is about being open to constructively working on it. So again, constructively working on relationships, constructively working on bringing the emotional aspects of it in that real way, in that raw way, which is Saturn and Ophiuchus. And through that, it's integrating it, because these are just two parts of the chart, emotions and relationships, which don't normally synergize. This is like surface level relationships. So it's always a tricky thing, but if you can find the way to really bring in the emotional body into it and, ground it, be real, structured, disciplined, mature about just life in general, because this is your ruler, then I think it's an excellent weekend to do those types of things. And I think it's just great to approach the weekend with wanting to get really serious and real with self and with relationships. Now, the sun is going to be sextiling up to Pluto going into Monday, so that's a nice shift, but it's just a minor aspect here, something new in regards to your self-expression, maybe some nice positive changes with that. And then, of course, that south node conjoining up to Chiron, right? So, again, being open to the healing that is taking place within releasing the old, releasing the past, and coming to a healthy balance of the deepness of life without taking it to an over or under extreme with that. And it's all about just feeling it. It's nothing to really do as much as just being aware of it and allowing the energies to sort of happen naturally. All right, Leo, so have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. Take care.